Morning everybody, this is Steve at the Worley Bugger. It is the third weekend of January the 20th, 2024. And you can see the last time I stood here it was about 4 degrees above and the river was choked with slush ice. Now about a week later, it's almost 30 degrees and the river's clear. Running free once again. So quite a little cold snap that we had come through. That's going to change things up again, you know, a little bit in the fishing realm of things. Drops water temperature, it's going to push fish into those slow, deep pockets. Winter water we call it, so they'll probably be a little bit easier to find. One of the biggest questions that I do get in the fly shop is, what are they biting on? Well, this time of year there are food sources and lots of them. However, there's not an abundance of aquatic hatches happening, right? So it's a great time to really up your nymphing game, you know, your wet fly game, whether it's that or streamer fishing, because the fish are far less picky, you know. So you can use a wide variety of different flies. It's really about fishing the right water, getting the fly in front of the fish, you know, and having them eat it. And typically, this time of year, the fish will pod up in really specific water types. So when you find one, you know, you find numerous pods, you know, typically. I mean, that's usually the scenario. Plus, it's beautiful out here and lots of peace and quiet. So according to weather predictions, the mercury is supposed to continue to rise and get up into the upper 30s. We might even see a 40-degree mark with a little bit of rain, and the river is projected just to take a little bit of a spike right now. We'll just keep in mind those are predictions, and it's a good idea, especially if you're traveling a distance, you know, to check the flows, you know, regularly, especially before you leave home. Make sure that that you don't see some big giant spike in the river, and that, you know, things might not be in great condition, you know, once you get here. And you can always call the pro shop as well. We can let you know what the current conditions are. You're gonna find, you know, at certain times, I mean, especially with a boat, you're gonna find it difficult to get in and out of boat launches, you know, so be prepared for that. I mean, it's always good to carry a shovel this time of year, maybe some chains, you know, good tow rope, because even though the river is back fishable again, it doesn't make it really easily accessible. I mean, on foot even, you have to be careful. You get these big shelves of ice, you know, you just want to make sure, you know, where you're walking, where you're stepping, that you don't step off into, you know, a fast current or a big deep hole. Those are just a couple of little reminders for you. I hope everybody's had as good a start to their new year as what I've had. Have some great news. Had a really good week. We met the Public Lands, Kittitas County Public Lands Advisory Council met for the first session, which I sit on a seat, and we discussed upcoming projects for the new year. And I'm happy to report that the Yakima River Access Project has been revived, voted on unanimously to be one of the projects that we start going. So we had a big group of people. I put together a nice list of volunteers to sit on a subcommittee. So you'll be hearing more about that. So we will get together and start forming the subcommittee and start putting a couple of new projects together. Always love to hear from the public, for sure, on prioritizing. So it'll be, you know, possibly, you know, revitalizing some boat launches like this one right here at Rinehart. The boat launch at South Cle Elum definitely needs work. East Cle Elum needs some attentions. And then creating some new access points will definitely be in the strategy. So great news on that front. We had a family birthday, and it just for January being kind of the coldest, kind of dimmest month of the year, it's so far been bright for me. I hope it's also been bright for you. So give the fly shop a call. Squall season's not going to be too far off here. We're pushing through January pretty quickly. That'll be on the horizon. A reminder, March 1st is the lake opener too, so fishing season's not too far off. Get to tying and wrapping up them bugs. And I hope everybody enjoys their weekend. Go Lions!